Happy Sunday. We are now on the perfect repeating day. Well, it's an interesting repeating day because it's 11/22/2020. So it's not quite a perfect like repetition of numbers, but it's pretty nice. So it's an interesting number day, and I should be, if all goes well, I should be hitting the 50K mark today, which is very exciting. I should be doing it during this 3-hour-long session, so that is very exciting for me. I won Nano last year for the very first time, so this will be the second time I'm quote unquote winning it. So I'm excited about that because it feels like progress to being able to do it more than once. So I'm super excited about that. How are you guys doing? Excuse me. Got a catch in my throat all of a sudden. How are you guys doing? Are you on track? Are you catching back up? Have you adjusted your goals? What is going on with your Nano? Because a lot can happen in a couple of days, and I never know sort of like if things have changed, if you've suddenly had like a 10K catch-up day, or did you have a day where you didn't write at all? What's happening? Also, don't forget, if you've already been working, save your work and make sure you have something to drink and snack on if you need to. So Kai is here. Hello, you are 2,316 words until you are caught up. Very nice. That is, I think, a doable number. And I am 2,498 away from the 50K mark. So Devin is here. Hello, howdy. Sarah is here. Hello, hello. Welcome. Elizabeth says, hello, going to use some sprints to clean the house, but cheering me on. Yay! Yes, I was using Amber's sprints earlier for productivity, for laundry, for checking emails and all that kind of stuff. So I get it. Ayane says, I am now 2 days behind. Yes, that happens sometimes. So hopefully today will help you catch up some if that is where your headspace is at. I hope so. So Yukimiko is here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Celine is here. Hello. Sarah is here. Woohoo. Yes, indeed. JJ, hello. How are you? MM Ward says, lovely, Jules. I'll be back as soon as you get your internet issues fixed. Oh, no. Blessed be and right much. Yes. Sarah says, I should hit 45K during this stream. Yay! You're on course to finish on the 24th, which is also your daughter's birthday. Yay! Won't be done with the book, so you'll still be writing well into December. Same, because I have been world building rather than drafting. So there you go. Yukimiko says, I am on track, but realized that the book will not even be halfway done with 50K. Yes, and that is what I ran into last year, was that I got to the 50K mark barely on the last day. And I was not anywhere near finished. I wound up finishing it in May, and it was like 400 words short of 100,000. So yeah, and that was the very, very skimpy first draft. So yeah. Fleur is here. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Okay, so are you guys interested in a 15 or a 25? What are you interested in starting out with today? Kate says, hello, you're about to hit the 40K mark. Yay, I'm so glad everybody's like ready to hit some milestones with me today. I'm excited about that. You switched projects and you've been going so much faster. Yes, yes, absolutely. That is like when your brain wants to go one direction, you got to go with it sometimes. Kai says, yes, your novels are usually 90 to 100K as well. Elizabeth wants the 15-minute sprint because she's cleaning the house. And 15 minutes is a good chunk. So yes, Ayane and Fleur also recommend the 15. So we will start with the 15-minute sprint to get us sort of a warm-up sprint and get our brains into the story and just kind of get that ease into the writing for the session. So perfectly fine with me. All right. Share the screen. Yes. The Chrome tab. The timer tab. All right. So make sure I've got the banner up. Very cool. Okay, all right. I am ready to go. I am super excited about it. So let's get to writing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That is the end of the first sprint. And how did we do? I think I got 601 if my mental first glance is correct, but I will double check with the calculator because, you know, math. Although I have to say, since calculating word sprints, I have gotten a little bit better at math, I think. Sometimes, not always, but like on average, I think I'm a little bit better just because I've been using it more often. So that's an unexpected an unexpected bonus. So yes, I did get 601 for the first sprint, which is great. Don't forget to save. So we had a couple of people pop in just before just as the timer was beginning. So Nikki B is here. Hello, welcome. Charlie is here. Hey, hey. And Nicole Swanson, Nikki, is also here. Hello. And you are so close to 30K. So both Nikki's are really, really close to 30K. Nice. So hopefully we can have all of the, did I change my hair color? No, I just like did the curl scrunchy stuff to my hair. I mean, it's not too gray at the moment. So, but I do have a couple of boxes of hair dye that I could do, but they're just like sort of like a dark browny red, which is just slightly redder than my normal hair color. So, but I have not done that in over a year. So Nikki says, does anyone else have absolutely no idea where their story is headed, even though they outline? Always. Yes. There is always the possibility of going off track. So Nicole Swanson has 369 words until you hit 30K. Ooh, so close. And Nikki B has about 700. So yay. So apart from the first scene, your story is not following your outline at all. Yeah. Chandra is here. Hey, y'all. Hello. Welcome. Chandra, how are you? Are you hitting your goals? Are you surpassing your goals? Where are you at today for nano sort of status, I guess? Nikki B says, yes, I think this could be the last time I outline a book because I spent so much time on it only to not use it at all. Gotcha. 472. Try to switch your numbers around for you, but 472 is awesome. Yukimiko got 311. Nice. Fleur got 426. Excellent. Sarah got 388. Yay. Kate says 405. For some reason, Project Mirrors decided to make a comeback. That's the project you switched away from. So I don't know what is even going on in your brain. Apparently, it just needs to be switching around, apparently. Maybe. CB says, I'm on a dinner break from writing. Excellent. Fuel the brain. And Kate says, that puts me over 40K for the month. Yay! So the first milestone of the stream has happened. Yay. Excellent. Charlie says, I sipped coffee, talked to the hubby, and debated whether you actually want to do something today, and if so, what? Well, I sent a link to the chat. So if you, to the StreamYard chat. So if you want, no pressure though, you don't have to, because I know you've been on a lot this week. So Nikki said 179 words closer. And Tatum's World, hello, welcome. Ooh, okay, I need to change the size of the, ooh, look at all those lovely colors. Nice, I like that. I like that. And so yay. So yes, congrats to Kate for hitting the 40K. Celine got 382. Excellent. Nikki B says, I haven't written for the past 3 days, and I thought it would be refreshing, but honestly, you just feel unmotivated to finish your book now. Well, I think this is the point then that you need to sort of pause and maybe do something else. Because when you get into that headspace, it's very easy to just go, I'm not going to go back to that. But, if you need to take a couple of days to work on something else, or to read and refresh your creativity well with words from other authors, or paint something, knit something, bake something. Brownies would be good. Banana bread would be good. All the good stuff. Just remember, take care of you first, and then the story will come, as long as you are in the right mindset as well. But you could also, if you feel like you need the discipline, look, we have Charlie! Yay!
I figured after everybody bullied me off the internet last night to go to sleep, I could at least pop on and be like, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm fine. Okay. Stop worried.
Good. How are you feeling today? Are you writing? Are you just...
I am at a place. I'm at a place where like World Ember is getting ready to start. I haven't done any of my prep work for it. World Ember, for those who don't know, is a challenge to write 10,000 words of world building in the month of December, which doesn't sound like a lot until you realize that like the average thing that you write on world building is like 150 words to 300 words. So that's like a lot of world building. Like that's actually a lot more world building than most people realize. And I'm wanting to actually try to do that for several of my worlds. And I haven't started to work on that yet. But yeah, I've got the story started. I'm very excited about that.
Yay.
I actually recorded a video of the podcast yesterday with made new intro credits and outro credits for them, and I'm very excited. And that's like where I'm like tossed up is like I started playing around with animation in Canva yesterday again, and I'm like, I could make some more obnoxious animations, or I could actually draw some stuff, or I could work on my world building, or I could work on my novel.
So many choices.
Or I could just like watch YouTube videos and listen to people talk about how productive they are and feel like productive by proxy.
Sometimes that's a thing too. So yeah.
So
yes. Okay. Michelle also just joined. Hello. And you will jump in on the next sprint. Excellent. Good choice. Kate says, thank you to Kai. Yukimiko says, Charlie, gorgeous. Just enjoy life.
That's kind of where I am. I actually have a song. I have Art of Life by Yoshiki stuck in my head right now. And I just want to like listen to really pretty piano. Like that's like all I want to do right now. So, but that often means I'm going to start writing.
I caved and I started listening to Carol of the Bells yesterday because that's like one of my favorite Christmas things is Carol of the Bells. And I try so hard not to be the like Christmas all year long person. I try to like reserve that for beginning Black Friday, like just after Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving meal, if I'm being honest, but still, like I caved. I caved.
I've been trying to warn people because the hubby and I already have a plan. Like this is going to be completely Christmasified by Friday behind me. Like we've already got a plan of what's going to go back there. So Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming. Yes. Okay. So Nikki says 42 words with 2 minutes on the timer. Nice. Excellent.
That's very good.
Says to Nikki B, yes, I outlined a lot for Project Mirrors, and you are so far off track. You're essentially pantsing from here. Yeah. But I love pantsing. That's the problem. So, yes. And you said that is the plan, to enjoy life. Yes. You might actually work. Maybe.
Yeah. I'm actually contemplating like restarting the blog just because I have a lot of like jingly thoughts in my head that journaling them's not getting them out.
Mm,
And so more structured writing, like whether I publish them or not, is not like the question. Like, just like more structured essay writing. Maybe I need to clear the clutter out in my head.
Gotcha. So Kai might be asking you a leading question of, are you world building? Is the answer to that always?
Yeah, see, I finally decided to give in and like embrace the childish wonder that I love in my sci-fi. And so like the names of stuff I'm not being as serious with, and I'm trying to figure out how to let that like flow throughout all of my world building right now, because like I'm a huge fan of like a lot of the stuff that franchises I was when I was a kid, and I love the goofiness of like a Star Wars or a Transformers, or like I love just like that humor built in, and I'm bad at doing that. So that's a lot of what's in my head right now, is how can, like, the moment I decided to give in and name the hero's spaceship in my new story the Salty Titan, like,
yeah,
I have crossed the Rubicon. Like, the time has been cast. Rome is going to burn. It's just in what way?
as it should eventually. I mean, let's be honest. Okay, sorry, just personal opinion there.
So
personal opinion, that kind of.
But yeah, I'm actually like in this like pre-world building phase where I was watching Janet talk about this the other day, and one of the things that she was talking about is like when you're stuck in your world building, try just flipping the tone of the genre you write in. Mm-hmm. And that opens up so many possibilities. And I started thinking about that, and I was like, that's kind of the project I'm doing right now. I just didn't realize it.
Yeah.
And now that I have a word for it, it's like, ooh, how do I like let that, like, that was a big bang moment for me yesterday.
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of like whether or not you are looking at Romeo and Juliet as a tragedy or a comedy sort of shifts the tone of it in general as well. And so, yeah, it's the Hanged Man card, which is looking at things from a new perspective. Anyway, That was a card I had pulled earlier. So Tatum's World hit 14K a few minutes ago. So yay. Nice. That is excellent. That is another landmark or milestone that we have hit today, which is awesome. So yay. Ayane says hi to Charlie. Everybody's saying hi and yay and welcome. And we care about Auntie Charlie. Yes.
Oh, it was very evident during Tessa's stream yesterday. Go to sleep.
So yes. And yes, you want to do I think this is in regards to the world building December.
Yeah. If you want to know more, it's go to worldanvil.com/worldember. And all of the details are there. There's actually going to be prizes. It's like all of the things that they do. It's not just you competing against yourself. There are prizes and categories and all kinds of fun stuff that you can get in addition.
Free stuff we can get. Ooh.
Free stuff. Including cantrip candles that are amazing.
Ooh, that does sound fun.
Yeah.
And Emis just got here. Hello. Welcome. And so we should be starting another sprint very shortly, I promise. Because I do want to hit that 50K mark today. So, yes. And you love, Ayane loves you so much for doing that. Art of Life is so amazing. Yes.
It is. Anybody who does not know Yoshiki, he has a YouTube channel. It is beautiful, and he's been putting up concert footage lately of just him playing all manner of stuff and talking about his music, and it is wonderful. He's one of my heroes in life.
Sarah says, my husband would be listening to Christmas music now, but I refuse to have it until Thanksgiving Day. Yes. After the marathon, of course. So, gotcha. You decorated everything today for Christmas. Well, I mean, and there are some people who leave Christmas up all year long, and there are some people who leave Halloween up all year long. And, I don't really have a problem with either. I just, for my own stuff, I try to like chunk things. So, yes. Yes, I have 333 subscribers on 11/22/2020, which is just
That is awesome.
so fun.
Oh, that is so good. I love it.
Yes, numbers are just kind of fun today.
Yes.
So speaking of numbers and fun, let's go ahead and shift to the second sprint. And I'm just going to go ahead and do vote for Pomodoro 25. Because that is
I like 25s.
Yes. I mean, I know you also like longer, but
when I am by myself and people don't yell at me for like having to be quiet for too long, I do like 45s and whatnot. But yeah, when streaming, 25 is good.
All right. So let's put the second banner up. Yay. All right. So make sure that you save your document. If you've been working already this morning and you've gotten some new words that you want to keep, keep them safe. Save the document. Make sure you have something to hydrate with. Make sure you have snack or stretch break. I almost said snatch break, but I don't know what that is.
Get yourself a good snack, even if it's a watermelon Steven.
There you go. All right, so 25, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There's a little bit of a delay between the mouse click and the next All right, that was the end of the sprint. So 25-minute sprint is done. I think I got over 1,000 in that sprint. So that will put me very much closer to the goal for today.
That is awesome. I spent the beginning of the sprint trying to figure out what was making the dog go crazy, and then realized that they're doing Sunday mail delivery around here now, and there was a mail truck in the yard. So after dealing with that and getting the dog calmed back down, I got some writing done. Working more on the space opera, really getting a good idea of who this character is. I'm slowly, I feel like I'm like inching my way to Calamity, because I know, like, there's a moment I keep talking about it, like when all hell's going to break loose in the story, and I can see it on the horizon, slowly approaching as like each word and sentence gets written. It's just creeping ever closer and closer and closer. But like, it's like, no, you need to understand the character first. Understand me so that you understand my reactions. So I'm definitely in this like slow boil to Calamity. I'm very curious what's going to happen to my writing speed after I get there, because like every word is like excruciatingly overthought in my head. Because it's like, no. We have to be very precise in this. This is like, no, just like give me words. I can fix it later.
Give me all the words. Yes. So I got 1,093 words that sprint.
Nice.
So that I now need 804 words to hit the 50K.
Nice.
So it's exciting. So hopefully I will have a good next sprint, and that will hopefully
get it. That's cool.
But we shall see. How is everybody in the chat doing? Okay, so yeah, you did put the link in for the World Ember.
I thought since I talked about it so much, I should grab the link in case anybody else is interested.
And so Kai wants to know if you're planning to do streams specifically for World Ember world building.
Yes, I will be doing some on YouTube. I will also probably start. I'm planning on streaming more over on Twitch as well. Definitely, my Twitch channel is twitch.tv/CE Dorset. I've actually started that yesterday, where I did a stream over there just to like feel out how it works. Because
did you do it through StreamYard again, or did you do it through OBS?
I'm still using StreamYard because I don't like OBS. I just it doesn't feel comfortable. I don't like it, and
figure out how to use it.
You know, Kat and I have been basically teaching each other how to use the Twitch. They actually have their own streaming app that they made. And it's interesting, but I think both of us are still at the point where it's just like, I think I'm just gonna use StreamYard for now, because I don't know, it just doesn't. It's not my style. It's not like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
Well, and every time I look at Twitch, there's so many things to look at. At least with StreamYard, it's like you have a couple of like bars of buttons, and that's it.
And, you know, I think that works, like, especially if you're doing a lot of the kinds of streams that are over there. At least for me, you know, I want to have a fairly clean aesthetic, and it's not anything like against anybody who has like a much more robust, complicated display. It's just I'm easily distractible, and my ADHD, if there's like a chat ticker on the screen, if there's this and that and the other thing, I will just sit there and go and like lose myself in it, rather than like Like I have to be careful what's on in the background behind me, because if there's too much like flashing lights in motion behind me, I lose my train of thought and watch it instead. But yeah,
Gotcha.
I am planning on doing that. I've been doing the homeworks, which are over at the World Anvil blog, to help get ready for it. But yeah, I am really wanting to go all in on that, because a lot of the world building I'm going to be doing during World Ember is going to be for the lit RPG story that I'm working on.
That was our 5-minute reminder.
That's too much reminder.
Let me go ahead and go through the rest of the chat, because I do that. That's the reason I made those little 5-minute in-betweens, is because I was like, oh yeah, I need to get back to work eventually at some point. Lizzie says, hey, not the best week, but won't be staying long. I hope that your week gets better. I hope this next week is much better. So yeah. Devin says hi to Lizzie. Lizzie says, hey, that guy with all the links. You're at 56K for Nano as of Friday. Yay! But you got grounded that day. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
So you're back on your writing handwritten words. Well, that's kind of the nice thing about writing, is that you can kind of do it on anything. Well, not everything, but, you know. I'm sorry to hear that. So Elizabeth vacuumed and folded clothes, now over to publishing grades. Woot! Yay for being productive. Lizzie says, I handwrote most of yesterday's words, so you have to write that and count it for yesterday on the Nano site and in your spreadsheet. Some cheating is okay, right?
Yes.
I think if you want to estimate rather than counting every single word, yes, that's fine.
Remember, there's an old school hack that works almost every time. You'll be really close. Number of lines times number of pages times 9. That will get you in the ballpark of how many words you've written. You can also use that if you need to know, like, this text, how many words are in it. Like if you're looking at a book and you can't find a word count for it, that'll work for that too. But it's an easy old school cheat.
Kai got 810. Nice. You found a picture and a song that really inspired you. Excellent. Sarah got 695. Yay. CB got 537. Fleur got 909. Excellent. Yay. Kai asks, how are you, Lizzie? Been worried about you, and how is your home after all of the flooding chaos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay is here. Hello. Welcome. How are you? And okay, there's a lot more chat than I thought. By the time you've done with your handwritten words, you should have 60K for Nano. Excellent.
Awesome.
You're at the climax and loving all the lies being revealed. Yes. All the fun stuff. Kate got 500 even for you. Nice.
Nice.
Chandra got 336, but got going to take care of something. Excellent. All righty. Be productive then. The flood was over by last Saturday. It's just been rough personally since Thursday night. Friday was utter trash. Saturday made up for it at least. Good.
Oh, that's good.
Emise got 498. You're a slow writer, so that's really good for you. That is really good. That is awesome. Yes, I'm super excited about some of the word counts that I've been getting this month. So we shall not have dawdling. That's right.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to work on that dawdling today.
Yes, you do. Because that was adorable. Jay says, I'm going to stab my characters again. That sounds like an excellent plan if stabbing is in the...
Did you read my mind?
Are we talking about physical stabbing, or are we talking about emotional stabbing, or both?
Because I think that's what's about to happen to mine.
Michelle says 452, not bad for the first sprint of the day. That is excellent for the first sprint of the day. You can do both at the same time. Yes. You watched a wrestling documentary on WWE Network last night. It's called Ruthless Aggression. It's a fantastic name for a WWE show. It was really interesting. And when they were talking about building up Triple H versus Batista.
Okay.
Twitch and YouTube. Yes. Yes. So Jay uses OBS. So Jay, I'm gonna have to come to you and be like, how do I do my settings? Because my current ones are not working. So sorry you had a hard week. Yes, hopefully it's better now, Lizzie. Absolutely. Where is everyone at? Fernando, if you are doing it, you've been lacking with updating people. Yeah, I just forget to update the Nano site every like 2 or 3 days. That's a problem. But I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I should be winning today.
I rage quit. That's how I'm doing for Nano.
That's always an option too.
I just rage quit, and I'm not doing it this year.
You are rebelling.
I'm the ultimate rebel. I went, no.
Exactly.
I write nothing.
CB says there's going to be another season of it too. Ooh, fun.
Ooh.
And Devin has kindly provided your Twitch link.
Ooh.
And yes, handwriting saved your life. You would have been screwed without your notebook and pencil. Yes, and that's the great thing is that paper and pencil or paper and pen is usually readily available.
All hail the notebooks of power.
Whatever amount of words you get from handwriting will count as the previous day words that you write most of them after midnight. Yeah, if you write them before you go to bed, that's fine. You know. Protagonist found out her love interest was dating her on a bet. Ooh.
Oh no. Oh no. That's some shady shade.
You better not let the love interest off on that. Like there's no easy comeback from that.
That's some shady shade.
Mm-hmm. Made it back. Handwriting because Windows 10 is still updating.
Oh.
Yeah. She then told everyone about his problems. Oh no. It's a dumpster fire. All the secrets being spilled, all the crap being lost, no darns being given. Yes.
Sorry, I like dumpster fires.
I do too. I like watching them. I don't like being part of them.
Not being part of it. But like, oh, I will watch on the sidelines. I'll bring popcorn.
Yes, but bring the popcorn. Like, because there's heat right there. You might as well. So they are also making Jay mad. Is that the... Yes. Yes. Felt that for sure. Yes, Double X will rule the omniverse.
Yes.
Nah, no, Rimo. All right, I think we are finally caught up to the chat, so we can go ahead and go to the next sprint. I'm going to do another 25 because that's where my brain is at. That is where my brain is at today.
Hopefully by the end of this one, my brain will have woken up and words will actually be flowing. But it's not that I've been writing bad. It's just I've been writing slow. I'm not used to that.
You're used to all the words coming out all at once.
Yeah. But, I just got better from being sick, so I can't expect the brain to be 100% yet. But it's like, you only got 89 words in 25 minutes? How's that possible?
All right. Well, let's see how many words we can get. Whatever your pace is perfectly fine. But remember to save, stretch, hydrate, and snack if you need one. We're getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint! righty, that was the end of that sprint. So let's see how we did. I think I might have done it.
You can do it.
Let's check. Let's check the math real quick. Yes, I did. Yay!
That is awesome. Yes.
Yay. So I got 949 that time. So thus far for the stream, 4 plus 9, 4. I got 2,643. So I'm about like 150-ish over.
That is awesome.
So yay. I won. I can now call myself a winner 2 years in a row.
I don't have fireworks, but I can put the here you go. Shiny angel fireworks lights. Yay! That's the closest I can do for fireworks for you.
Yeah. Oh, I should also make a little ticker. Just says I won.
You should. That's so cool. Though this does make me want to get one of those. I don't even know if they still make them anymore, but those like they were like battery powered, like that did like the lightning. They looked like lightning, but they were like flat panels. They used to make them when I was a kid. I used to have one because that'd be great, especially for streams, to be like, you won fireworks, to be able to hold it up.
I had one of those electric static balls where you like stick your hand to it, and
I still have one of those. It's a hoodie, one of the fat Buddhas who's holding up the ball over his head. Yeah.
Nice. That is excellent. Yes. I always loved those because I was trying to remember, I think we went to some like science museum when I was a kid, and they had like one of the massive ones. And so at that point my hair was down to my butt. And so I was like, yes, make me have hair that's like through the ceiling. So I think I had one of those like nerd out moments when I saw they sold them at Walmart for like $20 at that point. I'm like, Mom, buy me this for my birthday. And I was so disappointed that little teeny tiny one didn't make my hair go. I mean, it did like the wispies and like my hairs that are only like, yay big, rather than like all of this nonsense.
So fireworks, yay! Jazz hands, fireworks.
I wore my winter shirt from last year because I was like, today's the day. I'm gonna do it. So yeah. So yay!
That's cool.
So I will have to update the Nano site this next sprinty session. Oh yes, and thank you for whacking the troll.
I get weird on other people's channels doing that, and I was like, that's very obviously just a troll. They're gone. Bye.
Yeah, like so the first thing I saw it and I was like, that's definitely a troll name for the username. And then then I read, feels like I'm in a classroom again. Get out of my recommended. I was like, is this one of my former students? So that was when I was like,
paranoia.
And then I was like, do I have a former student that would be a troll? Probably. So,
somebody started trolling me on Twitter the other day, and I realized that they were trying to get me to think that I knew them, but everything that they said was publicly available information. And I'm just like, honey, bye.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started working on world building because I realized that, okay, so Ari's the AI in this story, and I realized that there are 4 possible things in setting that she could be. And I was like, well, which one is she? And so I realized I need to like thoroughly write out different types to have a better understanding of the 4 types to decide which one she is. Because there's one that I really want to introduce, but I've got like this whole plot line that I wanted to use to introduce them. But the more like I think about writing it, the more I'm like, that's too dumb even for me. So maybe they should just be there. I don't know. But I'm world building.
Fair enough. And Lizzie says, the moment you realize you were supposed to be writing instead of listening to music during the sprint. Sometimes good music, just you need that vibe all on its own.
Speaking of good music, yes, Shoop, all the Shoop. The hubby's in a nostalgic mood, and he's got the 90s nostalgia playlist on. That's what he just put over my head real quick, is Shoop is on.
And of course,
Shoop.
What's the Shoop, Kimmy?
I think that's also Austin K's Monday night stretches when she does the shloop. That always makes me happy.
I've been doing this. Oh, the Cthulhu beards all week because my wrist is so tight this week. It's a good one.
Sarah got 750 words exactly. Yay!
That is cool.
Heidi got 636.
Nice.
Elizabeth says, yay, congrats. And Milwordy got 3 pages. Nice.
Nice.
And all the yays.
Oh, you get all the yays. That's amazing, because especially so many people have been struggling this year with their nanos.
Yeah. And just
already hit your 50K. Like,
I might could have done it yesterday, but I just decided I wanted to do it on stream. So I wrote about 400 words yesterday, and then I was like, no, stop it. We're going to do this on stream.
Other people that will understand and celebrate with me.
That's right.
At least that's how I feel.
Lizzie says, I totally did not waste time listening to the same song over and over again. If you enjoy it every time, it's not a waste.
Was it Therefore I Am by Billie Eilish? Because I've listened to that song so many times. I think it's seared in my memory now. I love that song. That's like my new theme song for like setting up for 2021.
Yeah. We definitely need to be bringing some better vibes into 21.
Yeah.
Michelle says 851 words. Woohoo! That is awesome. Yay! Well done. Exactly. At least I have an idea for a page for one of your websites. Ooh, good. Brainstorming.
Hey, that's something.
Yes. And Sarah hit the 45K goal. Yay! Excellent.
Awesome.
More milestones. Jay says about 200. There was a significant break to put away groceries, but now you have groceries to fuel your brain and body.
I'm sorry. He's just doing stuff. He's distracting. Like, I'm not going to get anything done today.
I was going to say, what is he doing now?
He's painting. You might want to please. I don't care. Just whatever. He decided to hang a picture up because he did, and he's up there like singing along to his 90s playlist, putting his picture up. Like,
oh, and it looks like we're on a cruise ship.
Oh, like, oh goodness. He keeps chanting, it's like we're on a cruise ship. So, you know,
the waves is picture.
Yes, because the picture's too big for the space you wanted to put it in.
Yeah, I gotta move it down. I'll do that on a screen.
I love my life. Never a dull moment.
Nope. Lizzie says your sites were supposed to be launched last week, but Grounding was like, hey, how about, well, you know, that is the sort of the point of grounding, is to take away something that you care about. That was why my grounding always became fiction restriction. After they realized that sending me to my room just didn't work.
Luckily for me, my parents never figured that out. My parents never figured that out. They're like, they never realized that I wanted to be in my room. So, like, yay.
Yeah. So, well, like, my parents would tell me very rarely that I would be on fiction restriction, but they weren't going to go move my bookcases out of my room for a week. So, like, it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
That much. So, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. Yay! Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you, Ayane. Denise says 680 words and a new character you didn't know existed. Yes.
That's either one of the greatest feelings ever or one of the, am I going to have to backfill you into this now?
Well, and that's what I've been stuck in, this sort of like in world building, because I keep discovering things. And so I just discovered a new sort of like plot avenue with like a new group of characters. So yes, I'm in the same boat. Kai says love. Sorry, I wasn't listening, but I guess you won. Yes, I did.
All the winning.
Welcome to the Winners Club. Yes. Woohoo! Indeed.
Wait, you gotta do it right. Woohoo! Noises.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Woohoo noises. Woohoo noises. 316 for Kate, and congrats. Thank you very much. So this is, yes. So these 2 years are the only times that I've been successful. Hey. So I think I had tried Nano like maybe 4 times before this. I tried it for I think the first and second time in college, and that was not going to work because that was heading into finals. And I just could not, like, my brain power died. So there was that. And then I've tried it since then, I think once or twice, before last year, and never succeeded because I didn't have a solid enough idea, I think. But then I also didn't have a writing routine of any sort. And so since last year, I had binged authortube for like 3 months before that. So I was really like, I'm going to do this. I am going to write. Like, so that was kind of, thank you, authortube, for being the inspiration and the like, shame on you. Why aren't you writing all the time? Like those kind of motivating factors. So Nikki got 49 words that time. You were getting closer to 30K. Yes. Yay. Also, my flip-flop just came off my flip. That was what that sound was, in case you were
over there, because if I don't, they fly everywhere and I have to dig for them.
Yes. Lizzie says, fun fact, I'm more likely to watch old videos on a channel than newer ones. Is this after you watch the newer ones? Or just because you like, I don't know, the time travel aspect of things? CB says, these things remind me of the arc reactor.
I was always surprised that they didn't actually do like Iron Man branded ones that looked more like the arc reactor. Like, it's one of those weird things. Like, I know growing up, like, everything was turned into a toy when I was a kid. Yeah. And there have been so many things lately that I'm like, how is that not a toy? Like, that seems like such a natural, like, just make that thing.
Yeah, especially since there were so many things that you were like, that has a toy. So, Nikki needs 278 words. Oh, so close.
So close.
Lizzie says, I wish I could order the winter shirt, but your parents only order from Amazon. Well, the shipping for Nano is quite high. Quite high.
Yes.
And I'm not like a huge fan of this year's t-shirt design, so I don't know. Lizzie says there's been a lot of spam bots and trolls lately. Yes.
There have
Pages
been.
and pens. Hello. Yes. So I get those as well, and I keep marking them as spam. And so eventually YouTube does sort of categorize them after you've marked quite a few of them as spam. And so they will regularly sort of like hang on to them and be like, we're not going to put this up on your channel. So, but you have to teach it that you don't want those comments.
I'm hoping that it eventually does, because there's like, it's a different channel each time, but it's the exact same message. And like 10 to 15 minutes after a stream or a video goes up, bing, there it is.
Hot girls or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. I
It's
don't
like,
know.
it should be obvious. It should be obvious. Like Gmail would know that that's spam. Why do you have a worst? Same company, share technologies.
Yes. CB says, I'm going to plan all of my 2021 projects between Christmas and New Year. Ooh,
See, I've been thinking about that.
And then Ward says, lol, the spam bots and the trolls. Although I really like the troll serial number there. That might have to be a thing in something that I write, because I like that one.
Yeah. This may all have to go up into the author world thing, because yeah, that's giving me thoughts. I don't need a distraction.
Nikki was also distracted by music. CB got 44 words. Ayane says, that sounds exciting. You still have a book to type in before you want to start something new. And CB says, I always do it the last week in December. That's when we visit family. So that would be a great thing for me to do, to avoid some family conversations.
I know that feeling. But yeah, I mean, I'm not visiting anyone this year.
Yeah, no. That's when we typically would, but this year is definitely not the same as a normal year.
I am actually looking forward to a cozy Thanksgiving. I'm just saying, just
cozy, just nice and.
Well, it seems like every year, there's the family that comes, but they have that friend from high school that's visiting them that they decide to bring along with them, and all these other random people that show up that I don't deal well with strangers, and so I'm looking forward to just turkey and chill, just
Yes. CB, I think I heard recently, doesn't AC/DC have a new album coming out, or just came out?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it just did. And I watched a really, really gut-wrenching interview with Angus about his brother.
Yeah.
It just came out too.
Yeah. Megan is here. Hello.
Your superpowers never cease to astonish me.
The accidental naps.
Yes, I want to be able to do that.
I would just wake up at 8 p.m. and going, what? Lizzie says the song was an older song called You Got a Knot by Little Mix. It was recommended on your YouTube page, so you're like, why not? It won't take over my whole day. Ooh, famous last words.
I love Little Mix. They're fun.
Okay. The chat keeps going. I thought maybe I was eventually going to get to the end of it, but Word last time you were grounded, you weren't allowed to be in your room. They knew that you would handwrite in there. You still do it when you go to bed. Shh, we won't tell. Whenever you were babysitting, you would always send your charge to the corner if they weren't behaving. Then you would make them tell their parents what they did. Yes. Confining you to the family library wasn't punishment, and even when they restricted you to the encyclopedias, I would rather read than spend time with them and our neighbors. Yeah, very much so. Kai was a super sensitive child, so whenever you were in trouble, your parents would say one word, you'd burst into tears, and then they would feel bad for you. Yeah. Well, that was instead of fiction restriction that didn't work, we got the let's sit down as a whole family around the dinner table to discuss what you did wrong. And so we had lectures, 30-minute lectures on how our behavior was bad and the consequences. Ugh. Yes.
Yeah.
don't know how to do Nano during college. You already know how. Yeah, it's you may want to stick to like the summer camp as your main one, because April is April is right after midterms for college, right? I think, like ish. So April might be okay for camp. Sarah says, college and Nano are not the best combinations. You tried it twice in college, and though both times you wrote more words than you ever had in a story before, you never got past 30K at that point. Yeah. Lizzie won on the 17th this year, which is amazing.
That is
amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yes. CB says this is your 9th Nano and your 9th win. Yay for consistency. That is awesome. Mies is going to need to go. Thank you for joining us, and I'm glad you got a good bit of writing done. Yay! Time travel. Yes. You once did Nano while prepping for a clarinet practical exam. Never again. Yes. That sounds like a bad combo.
Yeah.
Lizzie says, for some channels, quality lacks on newer videos where they're too caught up on the sub count and they run out of ideas.
I know what you're talking about.
Used to see those nasty comments all the time. Ice cream. So Lizzie's going to get ice cream. CB is going to get meds. Ayane's not going to get lucky, but maybe. Who knows? Sorry, I was just like in that. Sorry, my bad. I'm just gonna move on. CB says yes, they do. It's called Power Up. You think? Sarah says, my parents sometimes visit for Thanksgiving, but we have always refused to have guests for Christmas. It's just for the 3 of us, so this year won't be any different for you. There you go then. All right. So while we maybe get the giggles out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and start us off for another sprint. And do you guys want to do another 25? Are you interested in a 30? What are you interested in time-wise?
The giggles.
You're welcome for the giggle.
Thank you. I needed that so much. Then I had to explain to the hubby why I exploded in a fit of crazy coughing laughter.
Yes. Charlie, are you interested in like 25 or 30 or?
25 or 30 sounds really good because I have to sort some AIs. That would be lovely if I had a plan. I would like to actually get 1 or 2 of them done in that period of time, but having a plan on how I want to do this would be even better.
All righty. So we have several 25s in a row, so we will do 25.
That works.
If I can get my timer tab to work properly.
Yeah. Oh, I know that one. That's why, to the chagrin of so many people, I just go old school and do a timer on my phone now.
Yes. So let me find where the time is in the. I'm close. Close enough. Close enough. All right. And don't forget to save. Don't forget to drink your water or whatever beverage you have for hydration. Make sure that you are stretching and grabbing something to snack on if you need something for your brain to have some fuel. We're going to get started in apparently 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yay! That sprint is done. Alrighty. I got no words out. I did no words. None.
We
None
already got all the
words.
words. So.
I did get I hit the goal that I wanted to hit today. And it's over the 2,000 half Milwordy mark as well. So, I did go and if you want to take a look at what the what do you call it? The winner's certificate. This is what it looks like for the year. If you have not seen it yet, this is what it will look like. So they've got the neon sign scaffolding look up here. So yay. And then where was it? Here's the shop. So I thought that the only shirt, oops, I have to change the share screen settings. It's not the same tab. Must change share screen. Yes, that is confusing. So here is, I thought that this was the only shirt this year, and I don't know why, but I don't care for the mustard and ketchup color combo.
I wasn't thinking it, but as soon as you said it, it's like ketchup on peas.
But yeah, it just looks like somebody, from a distance, it looks like somebody had tried to make the hot dog look like letters, and it's just a pile of Velveeta cheese or mustard, one or the two.
I see it.
So I'm not a huge fan of the yellow and red design this year, but I don't mind this 2020 winter design because it's purple and blue. And it has a castle on it, which, castles always just make me happy.
Go wrong with a castle.
So I might spring for that one. So the winter shirt is 18 and the mug is 12. But I've realized I don't use my winter mug from last year that often because I prefer the giant mug of coffee. And so it's too small for what I wanted to do. So instead I might have to come down and get this one. I don't know. We'll see. But that's the that's that. So I am now a winner. Yay! And here's what my oops, nope, gotta change the share screen settings again. Hello. I just went through that brain. Okay. I think I've got the right one. I think. So here's what my daily update stats look like. I only got the 2 days in a row badge because I can't update when you don't think about it every day. So my these super high ones are when I had 2 days of worth of 4,000 counts. And then it would go down to 0 and then back up to 8,000 and then 0 and then up to 3,000. So my stats are ridiculous looking.
So quite a few years ago when I was used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon, I actually used my nano chart as inspiration for a roller coaster in there.
Oh, that would do it.
Scribbler, because it was all ups and downs. I'm very surprised it didn't have a loop-de-loop in it.
Probably not. I don't know. But yeah, so their average says I write about 2,200 a day, but I don't know. That's not true. And I definitely know that I write this is not accurate. This is not accurate whatsoever.
Get it to let me actually put in the times this year. That's one of the first things that started freaking me out because I really liked that you could put in you started the sprint at this time and ended at that time.
you can actually do that. So
It
you have
wouldn't
to
every
go.
time
It's down here.
No. Every time I typed it in, it wouldn't accept it. It wouldn't.
Oh.
When I would hit submit, it wouldn't take it.
Oh. Well,
And
I
I
figured
don't know
out.
if they eventually fixed that or not, because I just went, yet another site bug.
Yeah.
Probably only affecting me. Because we seem to all have our own nano site bugs, but
No,
I
I
really
remember it did that at least once for me, where it wouldn't take it. And I think I ran into that last during one of the camps as well. But then it did a double update, and so I was like, well, no, but how do I? Yeah. So I have had that, but it's not been consistent. So I don't know if, but yeah, that's weird if they fixed it for some of us, but not for all of us. That is weird.
I feel like that's how like the entire site is, because I know that there are still a few people that are having trouble accepting friends and stuff over there.
Yeah.
So,
one of the tabs that I have open is the like winter goodies that has like all the coupon codes and whatnot. And World Anvil is on there.
Yep.
So that's always a nice thing to see. But yeah, so that's my nano is there. I will continue to add, but yeah. So I won! Yay! I'm still stuck on that. I'm like, yay!
I'm excited for you because I got really sad like the moment I decided to just like nope. This year, I was like, but I'm not gonna be able to like that realization that but now I cannot win, and that just kind of. I'm glad to be able to celebrate with those who still can.
Well, I'm glad you're here and celebrating with me.
That's half the fun of this whole thing is.
It is. It really is. And I think that was part of the reason why I'd, like, even in college and then once I was out of college, I didn't have, like, a writer group to join until we moved. And then I found authortube. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
So thanks to my regional Athens area writers group and authortube, I'm like, I have writer friends now, which is fun.
Because, I live in a very rural area. I was actually the municipal liaison for the area for quite a while. But the area that they've set up for us is basically like a quarter of the state, and we're not a small state.
Oh.
Basically St. Louis got a region and Kansas City got a region, and then the rest of the state they just cut in half. And technically, the name of my division is Elsewhere, Missouri. That's like they didn't even bother to give us a name. Like we're just elsewhere.
Well, either that or someone is a huge Elder Scrolls Khajiit fan and wanted, and I don't know, but that's weird.
But it's such a large region that it's even hard. It's almost impossible to do. Like, group stuff because.
Yeah, well, even people that are in the like Athens region are like an hour outside of Athens, and they're still technically in our region, and that's weird. Like, I don't know. Thank you, Rose, and hello. Megan got 146 words that time. Nice. Sarah got a snack. Yay! And wrote 660 words.
See, I don't understand how you do both of those things. Because, like, one of those would be, like, my entire sprint.
If it's a one-handed, like, finger food type thing, or, like, pretzels, and you just continue to, yeah.
Because I see stuff like that, and I'm like, so you're beta testing the thought-to-text software, right? Because I want that.
I would like that, too.
That would make me very happy.
I would really like that. So, but on the other hand, it might be kind of scary to see like how fast and how random thoughts are. Like if you could catch everything that went through your brain, like that might be, I don't know if that would be scary or not.
I don't know how many people here watch Tail Foundry, but their challenge for this month is basically for this month into next month is to create your own dreamland in the way that Lovecraft did. Journal out your hopes, fears, dreams, and ambitions, and then embody them into world building.
I think I did hear something about that.
And
probably from you. Probably. Like, why does this sound familiar? Oh yeah. So Kai got 538 and 290 above par for the day. Yay!
Nice. Very nice.
382 and about to hit 42K. Yay!
That's awesome.
That is. CB says, got the Iron Man 2 synopsis laid into the chapter, but still need to write the reactions. Nice. MM Ward got another page and a half.
Nice.
You liked last year's Nano theme so much more, but you favor steampunk themes. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
And I like half wonder if I was so enthused last year because I loved the theme so much. I was like, I gotta have this. I gotta win this year. I gotta have an excuse to buy the t-shirt.
I've been thinking of doing some tarot-inspired oracle cards for writing and have each suit be a different genre.
Ooh.
So,
yes, please.
Thinking about being inspired, I thought that could be a really fun thing to do. Because I just like the idea of drawing out the Queen of Steampunk. You know?
That would be very cool.
Like,
yes.
That would be a fun project to do.
Ooh, but would the Queen of Sci-Fi then be like an alien or a spaceship?
It could be either. I'm really having fun with this idea because I was like, then basically put them up so that people could print them out on their own and kind of build your own deck. So like
that would be cool.
As each suit gets done, just put it up for people to grab. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yes.
I've been obsessing about this idea, and I want to say it publicly because I know somebody's going to kick me in the butt and make me do it.
Do it. Do it. No. Sarah says, I'm not happy with the colors of the t-shirt either, but I am happy that it's a gray t-shirt. I live in Texas and I need the light colors. There is that. I think, yeah, because I think I have 3 Nano shirts and 2 of them are dark blue. And one is a dark gray. So Kai also loved the steampunk theme, but shipping to the UK was way too much.
I could imagine.
I think, yeah, I mean, I think it cost me double what the items were to ship it, and I still live in the US, so I can't imagine what it would be to ship international, and especially across the pond.
Yeah.
Nikki wanted to know.
I was going to do a friend request because I don't. That's an email I'm not publicly giving out.
Gotcha. Michelle got 776. Ooh, right, one more word. And thanks for the sprints. You're welcome. Sarah says, some of the people in your local Nano group had the same problem with entering the times. It works for Sarah, but you're not surprised other people had trouble. Nothing about the site is consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish they would get it like working again. Like I miss the cabins. I miss like the camaraderie and stuff that you be able to build on the site. Like,
yeah.
Nostalgia is real.
The Nano site has weird lagging issues at certain times of the day. Ooh, has anybody been keeping track of what times of the day it is? And does it shift to the next time zone then?
That would be very interesting to see.
Yes. Every time you accept a friend, you have to refresh the age or the page. Because that would also be very annoying to have to verify, like, yes, I'm old enough every time. Elizabeth is cleaning up your Google disk and you have a lot of documents. Yes. Yes, I know that feeling. Trying to organize everything is chaotic. MM Ward says, I am the Elsewhere Colorado group, and it's basically everyone outside of Denver.
Yeah, and it's, again, not a small state, not really easy to like meet people. Yeah.
MM Ward is drinking from the 2019 steampunk mug now. Nice. He says, my aunt and uncle brought you back a Nano shirt last year when they were in Houston because you asked your mom to buy it for you. Aw, there you go. That's a way to save on shipping, except I don't think anybody's going to be flying this year for the holidays. So maybe not. But I think it would probably be, in some ways, it would be cheaper to like mail it not in a nano box.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see that. I can really see that.
MM Ward says, I want a steampunk. Oh, wait. The steampunk tarot deck. I have it.
You're just being very loud.
I have it. I have the steampunk deck. It is quite amazing. So here's the judgment card. And then, so cups is still goblets, of course. Maybe I should make myself bigger. Maybe I should do that. There we go. So there's the cups. So you have sort of very cool steampunk goggles and hats. And then the wands are essentially like canes, which I would not be mad if these were like sword canes at all. I would not be mad. But then you also have some of the wands are lanterns.
Ooh, I like that.
And let me see if I can find a pentacle. Maybe. Okay, so here's the page of pentacles.
Oh, wow.
So very cool. Like very...
I like that.
It's like this weird cross between Art Nouveau, like Roaring 20s, and just... It's just so nice.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Like, some people get really like persnickety about it and say that you have to call it deco punk at that point because it's more Art Deco.
Oh, okay.
I think that they're just being too literal minded.
Here's the magician. If you would focus.
That is so cool looking.
Yeah. So, and now I have them all over my desk, and I'm like, okay, well.
I'm just saying that cape is life goals. Like straight up life goals.
Here's the hermit, and he's like, oh, girl.
Nice.
And so like at the foot, like he's just standing on gears and wreckage, and it's so cool. I love it. Yeah. So that is the steampunk deck, and it's quite literally just the steampunk tarot deck. So I recommend it. But it is the cards that I pull when I'm looking for like some inspiration and some messages about what I'm supposed to be going, or like what direction I'm supposed to go. They are very blunt about how they tell you. So there's that. CB says, I don't want to insult anyone, but the Nano site reminds me of WCW. That might sound insulting if I knew what WCW was. I'm sorry.
World Championship Wrestling.
Gotcha.
I believe that's correct.
It might be from the tone. It sounds like it's the lesser respected. Yeah. So MM Ward says, I need to send a book and a coffee mug to South Wales, and it's going to cost $67 in shipping.
Oh my goodness. And say a prayer for anybody in Northern Ireland right now, because when Brexit happens, like they're looking at their food costs doubling.
Yeah.
because of the new border restrictions and stuff.
I don't know.
Sorry, just thinking about sending stuff over to the UK is just, ugh.
The world is a mess.
Yes.
And yikes to that price. Emma Mord says, I created my own writing group instead of... I like that. That works. The Steampunk Tarot is amazing. Yes. Your husband bought it for you as a, yay, you published a book gift. Aww.
That's awesome.
So sweet.
And if you're not reading The Widow Weeds by Sarah Keefe, you definitely should. It's a very good book.
Mm-hmm. Nikki says, if we're doing more sprints, we have 7 minutes left, so probably not. But there is a forester map in case you want to do a small one. Yes, you might need that deck. That is literally just the steampunk deck.
I still have like that, what is it, the shadow deck that you use in my wish list.
The Shadowscapes deck.
Yeah, the Shadowscapes deck in my wish list going, Christmas is coming up and, I haven't gotten a new tarot deck in a very long time.
So
it is so pretty.
The steampunk deck is by Barbara Moore, is the name on it. And the Shadowscapes deck is also by Barbara Moore, just a different artist. So that is likely who you should look for. Is just Barbara Moore Tarot. And see all the options that she gives you. So what was the blue? Okay, so yeah, so the blue one, the blues and greens and whatnot is the watercolor deck is the Shadowscapes deck. That's the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I love the decks. They're so pretty. You were trying to find a nice Yule deck. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice.
And Sarah also agrees it's very blunt with her too. Okay, good. I'm not the only one. Okay, so Devin knows about WCW. It was a badly run wrestling company. Decopunk versus Victorian steampunk.
It is an unnecessary fandom squabble.
Well,
at least from my point of view.
Yeah. So I do have sort of like a bone with these is that they don't have anybody other than white people in the characters. So that is definitely like something that I wish that it had a little bit more variety in.
That's one of the big arguments with the Victorian side of the argument very often, because, for example, a lot of people like me are not a fan of pith helmets because we know the historical legacy and what that symbolizes. And so by mixing in more of the Art Deco into it, like, it's a very similar aesthetic that flows in very nicely. But there are some, as with everything, there are purists and then there are purists.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see that steampunk finally grew to a place where it's having those debates, but
yeah, I don't know. It's weird. And then like the star card for the steampunk deck reminds me of Neen Thomas art, which if you haven't heard of Neen Thomas, she is a digital fairy art, like fairy and fae artist. I discovered her shortly after I discovered Amy Brown's fairies when I was in that phase of life. So yeah, it was inferior for sure. Ayani reached your 2K. Yay! Congrats. David Arquette won the WCW World Championship. It was that bad.
Wait, like Dave, like Patricia Arquette's brother, David Arquette? Because he's tiny.
I don't know.
Like, oh, that's oh, how?
Yeah. So I I have a total of 4 decks. One that is the sort of like traditional Rider-Waite's, but I never use it. I just have it. Then I have the very first deck that I bought, which is Celtic Dragons. And I keep it for sentimental reasons, but after I have purchased these other 2 decks, I don't use it as often because I find that I don't get as good readings with it as I do with the ones that have some humanoid figures in them. So I primarily use the Shadowscapes and the Steampunk. So Sarah Keefe agrees. Barbara Moore does great decks. Her Everyday Witch Tarot is one of your favorites. Ooh, I will have to look that one up. Eric Bischoff won a match against Vince McMahon. It's probably not how you say his name. Who wasn't even there. Well, yeah. Wait, by a count out. Can you do a count out when the other person forfeits by not showing up?
Wait, what? Okay, that's all kinds of messed up.
Yeah. Morgan is also doing sprints. Yes. So thank you. Thank you for that reminder. Yes. You saw that event. Wow. Hog Wild 1996. There's probably some YouTube videos on it at this point. Didn't watch WCW, but you know it was bad. Yes. So I have 4 decks. I might get more though. We'll see.
I have a bunch, and one of these days I'll move the box in here.
Okay, so CB managed to sit through Starrcade 1999, the night Goldberg seriously injured Bret Hart.
Ooh.
And Devin says, I saw that. Goldberg should never have been in a wrestling ring, period. You don't look away while swinging your foot at someone.
Yeah, no, don't do.
Yes, and I think that might be part of why I like it is because I love Alphonse Much. I love his stuff. And I have several posters of his like Celestial series. I just haven't hung them up because I'm lazy. Tarot decks probably multiply when you're not looking. Yes, they do.
I've been doing a series for one of my settings that I've been calling my Goth Nouveau, that all of the pictures are inspired by Munch.
Nice.
And
nice.
I love his art so much.
It's so good. Kate is heading out a bit early to walk the dog. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Ooh, Devin met Brett during a book tour. Nice. CVOs, so did I. Yay! We have wrestling fan twins over here. Okay, so I do have some links.
Sorry, I just love how when you went back and just went right back to I won.
Yeah, I did. So I do have some links. So Charlie, while I am copy pasting those into the chat, do you want to do your outro?
I can do that. Hello, everybody. My name is Charlie Dorset. I stream on my channel on Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays starting at, time zones are the devil, at 6 Eastern and at 5 Eastern on Fridays. And I've started streaming more over on Twitch as well. Tomorrow, I have the first of the podcast episodes actually going up on my YouTube channel, and I'm curious to see how that goes over because I recorded the podcast live, and so I had video of it and took the time to actually make new opening credits with using my podcast music and new outro stuff, and then Tessa said I had to go to bed. So, but I did get that up and scheduled yesterday. And so I'm really excited to see what y'all think of that. Hey, I feel like a big kid on YouTube because I figured out how to do chapters. So it's even chaptered by topic.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a big kid because I looked up and I was like, oh, really? It's that easy? Okay. I thought it would be a lot harder.
Me too. And I still like when I'm editing, I still sort of like I write down the this time to that time, but I only need the start time for it, and I keep forgetting that.
Yep. So I'm very happy about that. I hope y'all enjoy that. And I've got some other videos that are in the works. We'll see if I get to them, because last time I was like, they're definitely coming out this week. I got sick and lost my voice, so I'm not jinxing it this time. They will happen when they happen. But I am still working on the videos that I promised. And yeah, so you can find links to everything that I do over at projectshadow.com.
Excellent. Thank you. Such a professional outro. So I think I have copied over all the links that I have. So that was perfect timing. So Mallory Cooper, I saw was streaming today, and earlier she was on part 1. So I don't know if she's on part 2 yet or not, but there is the channel link for Mallory in case you need some more sprints. And then the Page Nomad is doing a 10-hour live stream with a bunch of different co-hosts, including Kit Kavanaugh and By the Brook and Grape Fry, our lovely Grape Fry. So there are plenty of hours to go over to Page Nomad, which apparently YouTube unsubscribed me from again. So, but Page Nomad is not a small channel, so I don't know why. But anyway, YouTube was being rude and unsubscribed me, so I resubscribed. And so HK Darkwood also started at 4 p.m. for a write-in. Morgan started at 4:30. Tessa is going to be streaming tonight at 6 p.m. The Word Nerds are having a write-in tonight at 7:30. Sarah Sutton is going to be streaming at 8 tonight. I'm not sure if Pages and Pens is still going, but they started at 2, so it might be a replay thing if you need some replays from Pages and Pen. Cachet is holding a self-care Sunday session tonight at 9:30 in case you need some self-care, which we all could use a little of. And Meadow is streaming at 10 tonight. So yes, Megan, so many great streams today. Absolutely.
I'm glad you pointed out that, because I had been unsubscribed as well.
Yeah. So make sure you're still subscribed to Page Nomad, because apparently several of us have been unsubscribed. So
yeah, I don't think about that so much with the bigger channels, because it seems to be something with the smaller ones, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
because I know that I had found him earlier this month, and so I know that I subscribed to him earlier this month. But anyway, so there we go. I won. And in case you don't know, my name is Jules, and I'm the Dawdling Writer, and I'm here 4 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern, on Sundays, 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern, which I also have to set up for this coming week. But there you go. That's who I am, and that's where I will be, is around. So yay. I won. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope that we helped you get closer to your milestone and to your goals today, and we will see y'all later. Bye.